What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Runewords Reimagined, the show that shows you that even if you have a college education, that means absolutely nothing if you sit at home all day and just play Diablo 2 and make nothing of your life. Alright, so we have 4 rune words to go over today. So let's just go ahead and jump on in. This first one is obviously going to be for an assassin because I'm using this hand-to-hand item right here for this assassin, this wrist sword. And what you will need for this is a Lem rune and a Thol rune. And now we have Tempest. This is going to get you +3 to traps, +2 to assassin skill levels, enhanced damage, adds 100 to 200 fire damage, adds 1 to 300 lightning damage, adds 33 to 84 cold damage, gives you plus 23% to lightning spell damage, and 75% extra gold from monsters. You could definitely use that, and I definitely will take it because right now I need all the gold that I can get because I've been trying to do as much gambling as humanly possible so that I can actually find a good ring for my barbarian because he is like getting destroyed right now in Nightmare, and that's a whole nother issue, and we can go over that on a separate day, but not today. So I'm just going to stop rambling, yada 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 yada, even though I don't really understand why the fuck I'm even rambling in the first place, but I guess it don't really matter because this is what I do. So let's go ahead and talk about this right here. Now you're getting +3 to traps. That's pretty effing good, especially if you are a trapsin, and you're getting +2 to assassin skill levels, which is even better if you are a trapsin. I don't know why you wouldn't like that. It is effing amazing. You gotta love that it adds all this extra damage, but the only issue with that is if you are a trapsin, then you're probably not really going to be swinging at things very much. But then again, at least it will give you more damage on your traps, which is still pretty cool. 23 to lightning skill damage would actually make me think that this is probably better suited for a lightning trapsin. So in other words, you're going to be having a way better time using depth sentry. What is it? Charge bolt sentry, lightning sentry, and all that stuff. So this can definitely help you out in an extreme amount. 23% lightning skill damage is a lot, guys. I think we all know this. That is a freaking metric F ton, and I would definitely love to have that. And what's crazy about that to me is, so you can actually get this at level 46 is what it is right here, but I think the cap for that is lower. Let me check that out. Looking at the website. Yes, so you can actually get this at level 43 as opposed to the 46 that is right here. I'm not oh yeah, because I'm using an elite item, so that's why it's 46 for me. So but you can actually get this way lower of a level, and if you were to do that, this would be great when you're actually leveling up your trapsin or your assassin. I'm trying to probably get up to a mosaic assassin, because if you're not trying to play mosaic assassin, then maybe you shouldn't be playing assassin because that's the best. I think we all know mosaic is the best thing that's ever happened to the assassin in Diablo 2. It is broken, and no, they will probably never fix it because they want us. Actually, I don't know why they won't fix it. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that they're just lazy. I mean, their way of fixing the Endario bug was just making the bug permanent and calling it a feature. Feature, guys, it's just a feature. One of the laziest companies ever. Yep, they definitely got to be one of the laziest companies ever. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Well, first, let me look at this one more time. Yeah, that's pretty much all we really need to talk about with this. It does hit pretty hard, so that is definitely also good. And yeah, so there you go. So if you are a trapsin and you're leveling up, I would definitely recommend you go out and make Tempest, especially if you are going to, for some reason, try to push into the end game with a trapsin, although you definitely could, just because Corpse Explosion does an insane amount when you're playing as a trapsin. I remember when I was playing as a trapsin, I would go into cows in hell, and every time, like, all you have to worry about is getting like one monster down, and once that one monster is down, everything explodes and you're destroying everything. I mean, it'd be like crack, boom, blam, everything's gone, everyone's dead. You just hear moo, moo everywhere, and you're just all happy because I don't know about anyone else, but I love hearing that when I hear that from the cows. But let's go ahead and move on to our next piece right here. I believe this one is called Envy. Now, this is for a weapon, not just a scepter. It just happened to be that when I went to go look at my mule that has all my base items right now, this was the only weapon I had that had 4 open sockets, and it was just the easiest thing for me to put this in, which is why we're going to do it now. So for this one, you're going to need a Foul rune, you're going to need a Co rune, 1 Lum rune, and then also an Io rune, and there we go. We now have Envy. This is going to give you 30% increased attack speed, enhanced damage, 6% mana stolen per hit, 6% life stolen per hit, 10 to all attributes, all resistances 25, plus 2 to experience gain, 35% better chance of getting magic items. So again, this is another rune word that could be extremely helpful for just about any melee character. I am probably going to use this, not this specific one, but I definitely think that I will be using this on my barbarian pretty soon here. He is currently at level 43. Now I can put this on at level 41, so I'm already high enough level to actually utilize this thing. And one thing he really needs right now is that life leech and also the increased attack speed. So what is so good about having life leech and increased attack speed go like work in tandem like this is the fact that if you're hitting more often, you're obviously going to be siphoning up more life, and you'll be getting way more life up, and it'll be way harder for those monsters to actually take you down. Good luck with that, monsters, because we were about to kill every single one of them. Now, all resistances is also amazing, but I do want to touch upon this plus 10 to all attributes. There aren't too many items in Diablo 2 that actually give you plus to all attributes, and even the ones that do tend to be a little lower than this. I know currently in Diablo 2 Reimagined, when you find Harley Quinn crest, I believe on that the max you can get is actually only plus 2 to all attributes, and people still look at that as being a freaking amazing affix on Harley Quinn crest. Now I do realize that none of us are actually using Harley Quinn crest for the all attributes, but I did just want to point that out because it is great to be able to have plus 10 to all attributes, because not only will you be putting that on, but you'll be getting stronger, you'll be able to hit more because you got that dex, you're going to get more mana, you're going to get more life. I don't know why you wouldn't want that. The only issue that I might have with this right here is the damage specifically, but that's only because I'm using the scepter, which is not very powerful, because I mean it did give me 222% enhanced damage. So if I was using a better weapon, this would probably be way better. And that should probably go without saying, and maybe I shouldn't even mention it, but I do want to say one more thing about this is I would still prefer to use knowledge because I love that 20 to experience gained. Now I know that is only personal preference, but if there is anybody out there right now who actually wants to play and want to be able to level up faster, go make knowledge, watch my video. You don't have to watch my video if you don't want to. It's 3 L runes and then you should be good to go, man. You'll be destroying things and you will be leveling up real quick. And yeah, so I think I've said enough about Envy. Definitely use this on a barb. Probably going to use it on my barb. Up next, we have a little bit of an interesting rune word. This one is called Pestilence. So for this, you're going to need a soul rune, you're going to need a co rune, and then also an IO rune. And here we go. We now have Pestilence. Going to give you that enhanced damage. You're going to get plus to minimum damage. You're also going to get plus 313 poison damage over 4 seconds. Plus 20% to poison skill damage. Prevent monster heal. Plus 3 to poison explosion. Plus 10 to dexterity, plus 10 to vitality, and poison length reduced by 50%, 20% better chance of getting magic items. Now, this one has to be made in an axe. You can't make this in just any normal weapon, which is really weird to me for one reason, and maybe this is only because of my own personal play style and the kind of characters I like to play. And maybe when I say this, people will be like, oh, bro, you're nuts. Like, why would you do that? But I think I would actually use this for a Poison Nova Necromancer. I really think I would. I think this would be a fantastic item to have on a Poison Nova Necromancer, especially if you have not found Death's Web yet. Because with Death's Web, you also get the plus to poison skill damage, but you will also get the negative resistance to the enemies on Death's Web as opposed to Pestilence, which is only going to give you the poison skill damage. But if I didn't have Death's Web, then I would definitely use this until I found Death's Web, simply for the 20% to poison skill damage. And you're going to get poison damage over 4 seconds right there as well on top of that. And you're going to get prevent monster heal. This is an amazing rune word. Now the last one, it did give us 10 to all attributes, but this one does give us 10 to dex and vitality, which is something that any necromancer could definitely use. Maybe not necessarily a Poison Nova Necromancer, but with this being only a required level of 39, can't you see why you would want to use this on a Poison Nova Necromancer? I mean, holy crap, dude. Now, I do understand that this is probably not intended to be for a Poison Nova Necro, but again, in my opinion, I think actually that character could probably benefit maybe the most out of any other poison character that I could be using, aside from maybe some weird throw barbarian or something like that. But no, you can't do that because it's a hand axe. So yeah, no, the two-handed hand axe to boot. So I guess you just really have to ask yourself, you know, do I want to lose access to to my offhand, for me to be able to actually have this? And for me personally, again, like if I had the choice as a poison Nova Necro, I would totally do it, man, because that's a lot of damage, bro. That is a lot of plus the skills damage right there. So 100% I would use this for that. And I think anybody who wants to give it a shot should probably do so as well. So let's go ahead and move on to the last rune word for today. This one is going to take an Ort rune, a Dol rune, and an Am rune. This will be going into a sword. This is called Punishment. So let's get those runes in there. Now we have Punishment. This will give you a 100% chance to cast level 35 Thunderstorm when you level up. And I know some people might actually hear, oh man, level 35 Thunderstorm, that's massive, right? To actually be able to cast when you level up. Not necessarily. I have actually used at least a level 30. I could check right now, man. This sorceress I'm currently using actually has, I think, level maybe 30 Thunderstorm or something like that. Let's take a look. Alright, I have level 40 Thunderstorm on this, and let's go see like exactly how good that is, because in my opinion it doesn't really do that much because it is very, very slow. Okay, well, maybe that's not fair because I do have a good mercenary with me. But if there was more characters here, it probably would not be doing this well. It could just be the character I'm playing as. Better heal. Point is I think level 35 Thunderstorm, although it does do a lot of damage and will definitely one-shot just about everything, it's pretty damn slow. In fact, if they were to actually like increase how fast Thunderstorm actually strikes, dude, could you imagine like how godly a Thunderstorm build would be for the sorceress? Now that I think about it, that would be really cool. I know it's something they probably wouldn't do, but if they did, man, I'd be all for it, and I would definitely be giving that a shot. But as you can see, the attack speed on that is not the best. So yeah, I mean, it's cool because it'll be a little extra boost to help you, you know, depending on the character that you are. But I wouldn't be like relying on that or anything. And it's only going to happen when you level up. So, but then again, you can put this on at level 31, so maybe I would use it. But anyways, we are also going to get adds 20 to 40 damage. That's 1 to 50 lightning damage. 7% life stolen per hit. Hit causes monster to flee 25% of the time. 20 to all attributes. Drain life -3, damage reduced by 17, and -2% to experience gained. So this is a godly item, right? It is, but at the same time, that's why you have the drain life and the -2 experience gained, is what I'm assuming here, because them giving you some of these affixes are just effing insane for a character at level 31. Plus 20 to all attributes, man, to a level 31 character. Like, are you effing serious? That is insane, man. That has to be one of the biggest plus to all attributes I've ever seen, period, on any item. So for you to get that on a level 31 character, I completely understand why the name of this rune word is Punishment, because they had to do something to at least try to even that out at least a little bit. Now, you will also get that life leech there, so it is a little weird, right, that you have the 7% life stolen per hit and the drain life -3. In my opinion, if you're going to be swinging this thing around at all, that will probably cancel it out and it won't really matter. So I guess more specifically for people who want to farm and things like that, the biggest issue here would only strictly be that -2 to experience gained. Now, me personally, I would hate it. I don't like that, and I could definitely use something else to not have to worry about that. But if you need more raw power, can you imagine how hard, man? Woo, man, my barbarian would be destroying Nightmare with this right here. Anyway, so yes, you know, you had to do something there to really even this out, and I think they succeeded at that. But this is an amazing rune word. And if you are a melee character whatsoever, even if you're not a melee character, maybe you could put this on, right? Like if you had a shield or a body armor that you couldn't wear, you could put this on right here, get that extra 20 to strength or dex, whatever it might be, and then you can actually put on whatever the other item happens to be. So I mean, that is freaking awesome. In fact, when I go down and I look again at this list, I think the only thing that I don't really care for, aside from the drain life obviously, would have to be just the hit causes monster to flee 25%. But I mean, if I'm a melee character, then that might help me out quite a bit. So I don't know, man. You make up your own mind. If you need this rune word, go ahead and make it, especially if you just have an Ort, a Dole, and an Am rune lying around. It's not like that's very hard for you to actually find. If you can't find it, then just go down to Nightmare and hit up the Countess a few times, and I guarantee you'll probably have that and more, man. So, yeah, I think that's it for today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed these rune words, and let me know in the comments what you guys think. And everybody that's here, thank you for being here. Always like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. So thank you, and like. Because right now I already have Bash maxed out, and I already have Melee Mastery maxed out. Because right now I already have Bash maxed out, and I also have Lightning Mastery. Nope. Because right now I already have, dude, bro, fuck this line. Fuck this line. We're getting rid of that shit, dude. Bro, F this line, man. We're not doing that. Get that out of here. I don't care about that one anymore. Plus 20 to all attributes, man, for a level 31 character. Well, we got 4 new rune words to talk about today. I have already gone ahead and put them in order, so let's just go ahead and dive right into it, shall we? So this first one, as you can tell, is obviously going to be for an assassin, because you're going to be putting it in a hand-to-hand item. So this one right here will be known as Tempest. First, we're going to need a Lem rune. Oh, crap. Don't tell me I forgot to... great. See, this is exactly why that college education crap doesn't matter, because you can still fail. Jesus, man.